Imagine a world where the soft rustle of a paper sends chills down your spine. Living with an intense fear of bathing makes your heart race. Or even the thought of a duck watching you gives you sleepless nights. Sounds bizarre, doesn't it? But for some, these aren't scenes from a horror movie. They are real fears, rare and unique phobias that are as intriguing as perplexing. Before we delve into the intriguing realm of rare phobias, let's unpack what exactly a phobia is. As per the National Health Service, a phobia is an overwhelming and debilitating fear of an object, place, situation, feeling, or animal. Phobias are more pronounced than fears. They develop when a person has an exaggerated or unrealistic sense of danger about a situation or object. Symptoms of phobias tend to begin in early to mid-childhood. The average age of onset is about 7 years old. Rapid heartbeat, experiencing breathing issues, trembling, and an overwhelming desire to flee are the physical symptoms of any phobia. While many of us are familiar with common phobias, like fear of snakes or heights, the world of phobias is vast and incredibly diverse, with more than 400 phobias. Did you know? According to Johns Hopkins Medical, at least 19 million Americans have one phobia. Also, the American Psychiatric Institute for Research and Education has reported that 7.8% of American adults have phobias in any given year. However, only 23% of people with phobias seek treatment for their anxiety. There are more interesting facts about phobias at the end of the video. So, stay tuned. Let's start with some weird and rare phobias you would be surprised to learn about. So, here's a little teaser. Would you believe that some individuals are deathly afraid of being wealthy? Stay with us as we unravel more such intriguing, unique, and, yes, sometimes bewildering phobias from the world over. Number 1. Ergophobia. In the expansive world of phobias, some fears can seem particularly puzzling, and Ergophobia is certainly one of them. It refers to the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of one's mouth. Ergophobia, although uncommon, can originate from a broader fear of sticky substances or the anxiety associated with choking. This specific phobia might also have roots in a distressing experience involving peanut butter, such as a choking episode or an allergic reaction. Number 2. Autophobia. If you see it, you die. Does that remind you of Bird Box on Netflix? The movie demonstrated a psychological fear in people's minds, wherein they would die if they opened their eyes. Well, that was just a movie. But do you know that such phobia does exist for some people? Autophobia is the fear of opening one's eyes. Such people may be able to manage their fear in familiar or controlled environments like their homes, but may panic when faced with new or unfamiliar situations. While the exact causes of autophobia can vary from person to person, it is often linked to traumatic events, intense negative experiences, or other underlying psychological conditions. Number 3. Ergophobia. In our work-driven society, it might be hard to believe that a phobia related to work exists, yet ergophobia is precisely that. Ergophobia is the profound and persistent fear of work or finding employment. Those with this phobia experience intense anxiety or even panic attacks at the thought of work. This could be related to specific tasks, the work environment, or work in general. Some individuals may have had traumatic experiences in past workplaces, such as severe criticism, bullying, or other forms of abuse. For others, it could be closely tied to fears of failure, inadequacy, or even physical ailments that make working painful. Number 4. Eosophobia. As social beings, humans often yearn for acceptance and validation, making any form of criticism, whether constructive or otherwise, a sometimes uncomfortable pill to swallow. However, for those with Eosophobia, the fear of criticism isn't just discomfort, it's an overwhelming and debilitating dread. Living with Eosophobia can mean constantly walking on eggshells, overanalyzing every action, word, or decision, and avoiding situations where judgment or critique might occur. Number 5. Ablutophobia. The mere thought of getting into a bath, shower, or even just washing hands can trigger significant anxiety or panic attacks in someone with this phobia. This phobia can occasionally stem from a distressing water-related event, mainly if it happened during one's childhood while bathing. Number 6. Heliophobia. It is derived from the Greek word helios, meaning sun, and describes an intense and sometimes debilitating fear of sunlight. Unlike the natural human response to avoid the harsh midday sun, or the UV rays that can harm our skin, heliophobia is an irrational and overwhelming dread of any sunlight exposure. Reasons to develop this phobia can be past traumas, cultural or religious beliefs, and sensitive skin conditions that might lead individuals to avoid sunlight, subsequently evolving into a phobia. Number 7. Plutoophobia. At first glance, fearing wealth might seem paradoxical in a world where many strive for financial prosperity. However, Plutoophobia, derived from Pluto, the ancient Greek god of wealth, encapsulates this fear. It's an intense and irrational aversion to acquiring wealth or being around wealthy people. Causes can be on a person's mindset, like money and wealth may corrupt a person's moral compass. Others might fear the responsibilities and potential changes that come with significant wealth. Number 8. Octophobia. It refers to an irrational and persistent fear of the number 8. Those afflicted can experience anxiety when encountering the number in daily life, be it on a digital clock, a page number, or even hearing it spoken aloud. While these phobias might seem unusual or humorous, it's crucial to remember that they are genuine sources of anxiety and fear for those who experience them. As promised, let's check out some of the statistics. The countries with the lowest lifetime prevalence of social phobias were China with 2.6%, Poland and Japan with 3.4%, and Brazil with 12.5%. Social phobia is a long-term and overwhelming fear of social situations like public speaking, interacting with people, participating in debates, etc. 15 million Americans suffer from social phobia, resulting in 7.1% of adults and 5.5% of teenagers. Only 40% of social phobia cases in the United States of America receive treatment. About 10 million individuals have at least one phobia in the United Kingdom. As we conclude our journey through the world of rare and unique phobias, we reflect on the strength of the human spirit and the boundless capacity to overcome the most extraordinary fears. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the world of rare and intriguing phobias. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating content.